Living in Las Vegas? Introducing the Hills of Summerlin, and we're starting right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angela O'Hare, a realtor here in Las Vegas, Nevada, with the O'Hare team at Ernest Realty. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing by clicking that link down below and even that little bell for notification, because I talk about all kinds of cool stuff Las Vegas related, and if you're going to be moving here, you'll want to know. Also, if you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to click on the link in the description to see the full video on YouTube there, and subscribe there. So today we're talking about the Hills of Summerlin. Did you know the Hills of Summerlin was the first ever village in the Summerlin community? It was built in the early 90s, 1990 to be exact, and right now where I'm standing is at the Hills Park. And in between the Hills Park is Lummis Elementary School and Becker Middle School. Both my children attended Becker Middle School. It was convenient. It was walking distance from our house. They were able to walk, which was very nice. It's one of the great things about this community is the school, the public schools at least. There are some private schools around, but I'm not too familiar with that. You know, some people think that living in the hills is, why do you want to live in the older part of Summerlin? Well, I love this area. It's mature, well maintained. Summerlin's HOA is only $50 a month, but they really maintain their community and how the houses aren't that old. I mean, built in 1990, so they're a little old, but you know, in Vegas we get used to things being always new, and other parts of the world have houses that are 100 years old, so 1990 is not that old. Plus, if you re-renovate it and modernize it, then you're fine. The one thing that I love about living in this community is the easy access to the Trails Village Center, which has the Albertsons in there, and it has the Porta Subs, it has a Starbucks and Einstein Bagels, Bath and Body Works, 5 banks. I mean, you name it. It's a whole little community right in there. And then also the Summerlin Library is just right down the road. There are 11 different types of housing developments here in the hills, and then there's Hills South, which has the TPC golf course, and then 3 other different types of communities. We're gonna go more into detail with that later on, but I just wanted to give you a tour of this community. So anyway, let's go take a tour of the hills. Come on everybody, let's check it out. Ready for a tour of Summerlin Hills? Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's check out this place. So right now we're over at the Village Center, where there is a plethora of options, food options to choose from. 5 banks, it's a nail salon, the bar, the Eat. I haven't been there yet. Thai Kitchen's okay. Smoke Shop, Porta Subs, Rocco's New York Pizza, which is fairly good if you like that type of pizza. Then there's the Sultan's Bar and Grill, we really like a lot. We eat there often. Tail and Fin, which is sushi burritos. Albertsons is here. And my son works here. He's been here for 5 months. I think he's working today. And then you have Donut Mania, which is awesome donuts. And then there's also Bath and Body Works, Einstein Bagel, Starbucks. So as you can see, it's a pretty big shopping center. It's called the Trails Village Center over here in Summerlin North. So right down the road is the 24-hour fitness, an IHOP, Rachel's Kitchen, post office. So it's like a whole own little city that inside Summerlin. We don't really ever have to leave this part of the town. There's also a gas station, Egg Works. There's also some commercial buildings. Again, it's just a very nice, convenient location that you don't really ever have to leave the area unless you necessarily want to. Now we're gonna go towards the trail park, which is part of the trails. Again, Hills is the first community of Summerlin, the first village, built in 1990. And then after the village was the Pueblo. And then soon after the Pueblo, then they started commencing in 1993 the trails. So Summerlin has a very vast and rich history. As you can see on the weekends, this whole little baseball park fills up. There's always somebody playing baseball. They also have concerts here during the summertime. And this gets filled up as well. They do concerts I think it's Friday. We're gonna walk over to the pool. It's fun. If you have kids, it's a perfect community to raise your family in. There's a park here as well, the Trails Park again. This place is really fun on the 4th of July. People barbecuing. So you can see this community, North Summerlin, even though it is built in the early 90s, it's still a wonderful place to live, to raise your family. The schools are pretty good. Again, the two public schools are Lummis Elementary School and Becker Middle School. My kids went to them and they turned out pretty fine. That's pretty fun. They have a concession stand. Ooh, I love that kind of food. Maybe later, guys. And then right here's the Trails pool. I'm gonna go take a tour of that. So as you can see, throughout this whole community, there's walking paths all around it. It's a very dog-friendly community as well. So people love to walk their dogs. So as I mentioned before, the HOA for Summerlin North is only $50 a month, which is pretty reasonable considering other HOAs that are not part of Summerlin are a lot higher than that, and this is what you get for that much. We've lived in the Hills for about 3 years now, but before that we lived in Pueblo for I guess 7 years, so we've been in Summerlin for 10 years. But I've been in Vegas for over 25, maybe even 30 years now. I've always lived in the northwest side of the valley, mainly Summerlin and Desert Shores, South Shores area, the northwest. I'm very partial to the northwest side of the valley, just because that's what I know, and it's very beautiful up here. So here's the Trails pool. Another reason why I love up the northwest is that it just doesn't seem as congested as the rest of the valley does. The streets are a lot wider. The traffic isn't as bad. And you're away from the strip. You're about, I would say 30 minutes away from the strip, from the airport. But if you're a local, going to the strip is really no big deal. I avoid it like the plague, so I'd rather have this lifestyle than the lifestyle of the strip. I feel safe here. I don't see myself living anywhere else. The houses here are semi-affordable. They're not like extreme unless you go into Hills South where you have $1 million homes, but probably 300 and up, I would imagine. But if you want a bigger home, obviously the house is gonna be more money. And I chose to live in this community. Something a little about me is that I'm a military brat, so I traveled around. I wanted my kids to live in the same community and go to the same schools and graduate with their friends from elementary school, and that's what we've accomplished here. And it's an awesome thing to have friends starting out from elementary school to middle school to high school. and on to college. So this concludes our tour of the Trails Village. Next, I'm going to show you the 11 different neighborhoods in the hills. So, I'll see you soon. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my tour of the hills. I hope that would help you consider moving here. Stay tuned to other videos. I'm going to be going over the other communities in Summerlin. Next will be Pueblo, since it is the second village, and then the trails. Hopefully you enjoyed this today. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and consider subscribing to my channel if you're interested in learning all things real estate in the Las Vegas Valley. And remember, if you or anyone you know is thinking about buying or selling in Las Vegas, have them give me a call at 702-370-5112. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you for coming. It was fun giving you a tour of the hills have eyes. Oh, that did be goofy. You just don't get to see that side of me. Well, there you go. I'm parked in my driveway. You can enjoy this beautiful Saturday.